It's the finale of Tsukimonogatari! I am super excited. I actually really love this episode and what it conveys, but I'm not going to say any more than that, because Serby over here knows nothing about the show.
Nothing at all.
Kiwi may or may not be somewhere here in the ethos, silently watching us from her place up above, but we're not going to confirm or deny that. You know what to do. Open up your own copy of the episode and sync it up with the timer that's going to appear within Serby's hands at the end of my countdown. Let's get right into the show. I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh,
Yes, red signaling danger.
I sense no danger from Ougi.
Obviously not.
No.
And this scene also has to be at a bridge, a crossing point. They're also standing on opposite sides of the river.
It looked like a giant H to me. What do H's symbolize?
Hentai? Sure. Why would you be waiting out here?
It's nice and warm.
It's nice and warm out there in the middle of the snow. Right here under this traffic light. On the road in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Yeah, I guess the solitary, just tranquility of nature is kind of cozy.
I mean, honestly, I love it. Like I say that ironically. I'd go sit there.
Just sit there? Yeah, you probably wouldn't even be wearing a coat. You'd probably just be wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, on a hoodie.
At least a hoodie. Okay. You're not that crazy. That's good.
I mean, I would. I have got out in shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops.
My goodness.
But like, I'd usually wear a hoodie.
No, actually, give me 1 second.
I do like this opening. It's a good one.
Yeah, I just kind of adore the emotionless singing. Well, about that. Yeah, sure. You definitely forgot about that.
All about it.
Yosuke's been waiting too long.
Is she the one who made all the snowmans in the other scene?
I don't know. I think maybe it's a collaboration between her and Shinobu, like they did in last episode. Wow. Gee, thanks.
You know, I think I just like bullying you.
Oh, great. I'm glad that you found something you enjoy. Caution. Oh, back to red light again.
Confusing signals. Do not know.
I mean, Araragi himself is also confused.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, she's talking about Kuro. She's talking about Kizu.
Mm-hmm. It feels like me when I'm watching Monogatari. I'm just predicting random things.
Yeah, they're definitely not true. I'm just here to say things, make you guys think.
Infinite spiraling staircase to nowhere. My favorite. Oh. Like the classroom at the start of Danganronpa 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about that. Ah, man. I just love Monogatari. Talk no jutsu time.
Dead aberrations.
Oh, Noki's
She is
idol anime.
Hatanemiku. She'd make a great idol. I'd watch.
Same. But imagine like a summer project bringing someone back to life.
That's what I do every Tuesday.
Wait a minute. I am almost 100% certain that Aragi would never agree. Also, Aragi, are you actually paying attention? Oh.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, keep walking. Pretend it's not happening.
I guess it's kind of in the same vein as when he flipped up Hanakawa's skirt back in, what was it? Kuro Monogatari?
Mhm. I don't think she has panties on.
Oh, that's a theory. An anime theory. Thanks for watching.
I'm good at anime theories.
Isn't this just Aragi throwing himself into danger again?
Always.
The grovel. Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious for him.
I was gonna say something. I take it back. I'm not gonna say it. That's too far.
Hmm. Yeah, certainly. Definitely 100% his chance. All his
I like
blame.
that pose.
Definitely a reference to something. Maybe another
Yeah,
JoJo
probably.
pose. What do you make of the maze, though?
My lost usually.
Lost, but like the walls are made of like what you'd usually put up to, I guess, signal caution.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. If I were to get really deep with it, maybe it's like it symbolizes life as we slowly trek our way through a maze, trying to avoid danger. But we still don't know what's around the next corner. Whoa. I'm 14, by the way. Oh my god. I think anyone would.
Oh no, it looked like a veil going over his eyes.
Hmm. Mononoke best lolly. The legend
Oh
himself.
my goodness. Oh, he's just going at it.
Imagine the skill.
No pass, only origami.
Yeah, dude's so good at it that he's literally using it to count time.
He looks very bored.
He's not bored,
All
he's
the
just
frogs.
concentrating.
All the frogs.
Your chit chat skill.
I love how this entire arc just focuses on the running out of time. My anxiety appreciates this arc.
You relate too much to it. There's not enough time.
Yeah.
Same way that Araragi won't allow Shinobu to be sacrificed, Shinobu's not going to allow Araragi to sacrifice himself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think it's a reassurance, but oh.
This shot. What?
Kono Let's go! If you have Dio's VA, you know that your anime is good. What, you thought that she just walked off the ground just for childish reasons?
Yes. She goes, I'm so above you. I don't even touch the floor you walk on. Why is she inside now?
I believe she was going to go look for the girls and book it out of there.
What? She's on the stealth mission. He kind of has a snake-like look to him. It fits.
Certainly. Dude, Tadatsuru don't even know why he's here, man. Soda.
I like him already. Finally, a character that's as confused as I am. He still has a full sense of aesthetics. I like him.
Best casting, truly. DOZVA, of course.
Stage. He's just implying it's all for show.
I have no comment. This is very, very thin ice. I literally cannot say anything about this.
Like, is it just for show, or are they just playing the roles that they're assigned? Like he's saying, I don't know. No ad libbing. Rip. Emotional. Yeah, it would make sense that Oshino would have good balance. He was really good at chair stacking.
That is true. Time's up.
Paper shurikens. He gives me very strong Chuni vibes. Without really being a full Chuni. It's beautiful.
Yeah, like he gives you Chudy vibes, but he's obviously not. He's just really confused as to why he's here, and I think he sees a lot more than what our cast is seeing. The fact that he knows that he's been casted into this role is really interesting. Basically, the audience as well.
I'm remembering back to like Bakai, I think, even because I think it was Sanjoko Hara's room, and the thing that it struck me as was a set.
Yeah, odd, isn't it?
Very heavy on the like theatrical, like stage plays symbols.
It's back. I said with a pose, look, let's go.
No, she gave him the finger.
Wow, Tadatsuru got fingered.
There's two ways to interpret that.
By a lolly, no less.
And you took the worst way. It's just gone.
There's literally nothing of him left.
Punchline. They're on the books.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh.
That's one way to carry them, I guess. Kagenoi.
It just
And
pops
there she
away in the
goes.
distance. Well, happily ever after.
Walking off into the sunset.
What kind of story was this incident? Yeah, that's a good question.
Certainly is. I gotta walk so incredibly carefully during this discussion.
I miss Hachikuchi. Simply follow this plan recklessly. I don't know about that. Oh. Ah, I miss Senjugahara.
Dude, if you say anything apart from it being tasty, you're pretty much dead.
It's a little bitter. No.
Oh.
all the chocolates. I like how I mentioned Senjugahara's room and we came back here. After all this time.
I don't know. Maybe there's a meaning behind that. I mean, if your brain was able to make that connection.
The show's in my brain right now.
Damn.
I feel like whenever they do that big framing shot, Senjugahara is pretty much the only person who's ever in the same frame as him.
Hmm. Whoa.
Them thighs.
Gee,
You're
thanks.
uncool. I like that they use the random beam to hang his coat on. Oh, she gonna put a baby ponytail. I love it. It's like a
Oh.
Ruma's baby ponytail.
Ah, of course. Of course. Rip. I am 100% fine with this.
Mhm.
Gain a new family member.
She's Tsukihi's doll now.
What is this? Oh man,
That was good.
this
That was
is a
good.
nice ending. Yeah, like there's so many things that they're hinting at.
Mhm.
Ah man, and like it
Oh,
really
yeah.
gets you thinking back on all the way back to Bake. Like, wait a minute,
Mhm.
is the
No,
fact
I
that
don't
everything
think
seems like a
Zero.
set piece just very intentional? Hmm.
I've always thought it was intentional, but it seems a little bit more literal than I thought.
Yeah, like maybe you thought like it was the style of the show. That's just how the art style they decided to go with it, right? But maybe there's
I
more
was
to
figuring
the
it
fact that it's a
had
set
kind of
piece.
had a what's the word? Like a symbolic kind of purpose,
Uh-huh.
but it's going much more heavy-handed with it than not heavy-handed, but like yeah, literal, I guess is the right word.
Hmm.
Like this is the purpose is to be that set dressing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do apologize. I'm gonna be struggling for words more than usual in the discussion. I think I'm very tired. It's been a long week for me. I'll do my
No
best.
worries. All right, so we kind of had to rush out and do the Danganronpa stream before we could record the discussion. So now it's a new day, and we're back after reviewing the episode once again. So
Yeah.
in the first part of the episode, we kind of run into, the other Oshino.
The other Oshino.
The other Oshino, or the one that claims to be one, I can't say too much, as I said during the reaction. I can't say too much about this particular episode because there's so much in here that if I point out anything, that's just gonna be spoiling for you. So I'll have to leave it to you here.
Me to flounder in my confusion, just like Tadatsuru.
Tadatsuru don't know what's going on.
I do like his entire role in this episode. Is he's there? He's kidnapped the kids because that's his role, and he goes, "That's what I did. It's my role. Why the fuck did I do that? What's going on here?" And then he gets blasted to oblivion.
He was almost fully expecting it too. Like he knew exactly how it was going to go. And as he said, he was like aware that he was cast into this role. And yeah, I assumed that he knew that it was going to happen because he started speaking to Yotsugi and instead of Araragi there at the end. And just kind of like fully accepted it. He got completely eviscerated though. There's nothing left of him.
I think he was just a giant origami man, and he's still there. His real body was never here all along.
He did say that he was like a puppet master, right? Was also part of the creation of Ononoki. As we learned that all four of the... Oh, actually, four? Yeah, four. all four of them were doing this little summer project in creating Ononoki. And because of that, they seem to have been
Just a
cursed.
small project called Creating Life.
And we did learn that Kagenui had a curse on her where she wasn't able to walk on the ground, which is the reason why she's always standing on top of things. Not just to assert dominance, but because, I guess, the floor is lava.
I swear we saw her on the ground at one point.
Oh, that was on a small platform, so it doesn't really count as the ground, apparently.
I don't. Yeah, I'll let that slide.
Like, we don't know exactly how that curse works, right? It's still not been clearly defined to us. I'm not sure if it will be, but yeah, apparently all the people who were involved in creating Yotsugi have been cursed in some way. We don't know how Teori's been cursed, or how Meme or Kaiki have been cursed.
Meme was cursed to reincarnate as Araraki.
Oh my god. What about Gaen? Gaen was also involved in the creation of Yotsugi.
Maybe it has to do with her omniscience.
I can't. No comment. As I said, I literally can't say anything about this. I just have to leave it to you and pray and hope that you take it somewhere.
No.
I will say, though, that on the rewatch of this episode, it's just very eye-opening of how many things that they reveal here. However, of course, without the context, you would have a hard time guessing.
Ougi almost feels like they're playing the role of like a stage director, because everything that happened this episode was very coordinated and like set up to direct an interaction that its purpose was just to be foiled, basically.
I believe we discussed this in like the last episode or the second episode. It's like everything, the entire arc just seems to fall too perfectly into place. Everything's happening at exactly the worst moment possible, right? We're like, oh no, you can't use your vampire powers now. Now I'm gonna send someone in to kidnap your little sisters and force you to use those vampire powers in order to save them, right? Is that really coincidence?
Which is funny, because we really didn't do anything to force Araraki to do anything in this actual encounter.
Yeah, because Tadatsuru here realized that he was just an actor in this play. Aragi might have had an inkling, which is the shot that we saw. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I believe you remember the shot where he was walking through the forest and then like all the walls just fell around him like it was just a set piece.
Yeah, the one where I said it was like the opening from Danganronpa 2, where the set falls away.
I think that was to convey that Aragi's beginning to realize that everything around him is being fabricated by someone, even if he can't really place a name onto it yet, even though Yotsugi pretty much literally foreshadowed it. Or, you know, she could be talking out of her ass and Ougi might be like the good person this entire time. Who knows?
Ougi would never steer me wrong.
100%, certainly. That's exactly why the traffic light during that one particular scene on the bridge was red, in order to signal that she was the safest person there. The fact that she was just sitting out there waiting for him too is kind of creepy. Like she always knows exactly where Aragi's going and what he's going to do, because presumably she's the one who's been directing it this entire time. Or is it Gaen?
It's kind of funny because we talk about Gaen and Gaen's omnipotence. Ougi's the character who always seems to know what's going on with no fault to it that we've seen thus far.
I feel
like the most flustered we've ever seen Ougi was Ougi trying to talk to Nadeko, but that was more just trying to not say too much than it was to like not know how to do
Ougi in that situation was like how I am right now, trying to not say too much. Spoil the entire like arc, you know. But I feel like Ougi's been on top of the game because Ougi has been the one moving the game in the direction that she wants, right? Whereas Gaen has just kind of been out there observing and like maybe knowing what might happen. We're not really sure just yet.
It's like
and
the
trying to get people to get in there and help.
versus the person who is friends with the game master and watching it go down.
Yeah, I guess that's a good comparison. With Ougi being the game master and Gaen just being the one sitting behind it, just kind of like above everything. She sees the entire
like
table.
She's already seen all the game master's notes and knows the direction it's gonna go. But you never know exactly what way the players are gonna take it specifically, so there's a little bit of question. But for the most part, you know exactly how it's gonna go down.
I think that's actually a really good explanation of how Gaen might work. Instead of just like her omniscience, quote unquote, she might just like see the entire table and know where generally how things are going to go. Oh, this is a good time to bring that back up, where the situation with Nanako, right? During Koimonogatari, she did tell Kaiki that the situation wasn't ideal, but she had planned for the situation to go this way, except it wasn't supposed to be Nanako who took the role of the god, right?
Yeah.
I think the original reason why she gave that talisman to Araragi was probably so that Shinobu would end up taking that role, since beforehand we had learned that Shinobu had acted as a god before, right? So maybe she knew that someone had to become a god, but she didn't know exactly which player would become that, except for, of course, the game master who chose Nanako. And man, I feel like all of our Monogatari discussions, instead of talking about the episode, we're just going all the way out and talking about the entire series as a whole right now.
I mean, that's the point Monogatari has left me at the moment.
You did bring up a good point, I believe, during the reaction. I don't know if it was in the reaction, but you did say that you thought back to Bakemonogatari and how like some of the set pieces, they intentionally look like set pieces, but you weren't really sure like how literal they're going to go with that. But now with this episode, it kind of sheds a new light onto that, right? Like especially how Senjougahara's house looks like. Like that's obviously like a set piece for a drama or something, so that the cameras can see inside. Yeah,
we're setting a stage, we're placing props on a table, like however you want to like depict it, but like it's definitely, everything feels slightly superficial and orchestrated is the vibe it gives me.
Tadatsuru here did say that since all of them were characters in this play and they were all cast here because they were the perfect people for this situation, to go and find Oshino Meme, because he, who is not a part of this cast, because he's literally not been a part of the show at all ever since Bake, right? That he would be able to come in and mediate things. Wait, what? Since what?
I guess Bake is later chronologically.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, because
my
he's
brain
not...
we watched Kizu second and he was in it, but chronologically.
Oh yeah, Kizu's chronologically first.
So it makes more sense to say Bake. My brain just catching up. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. The Monogatari timeline is confusing, especially if you're just getting into it for the first time. Since he's not a part of the show, it seems like he's the only one who can come in and actually deal with things in the best way possible. When I was watching this for the first time, I began to think, wait, does that mean that Oshino actually knew what was going to go down and that's why he pieced out first? Or is it simply just a coincidence that he did? And maybe it's like Gaen's overall plan.
No, I feel like it's less that he pieced out and more like he wasn't allowed to be here anymore.
Okay, why do you think he wasn't allowed?
That's my thought. Well, because if this is a play or orchestrated, right, and the actors are here when they need to be here, it definitely seems like someone went, nope, you aren't gonna be here anymore.
The director said, nope, I can't pay you any money. Please leave. We'll come back in future seasons.
I like Senjougahara's reappearance. That made me happy. It's been too long.
Yes, same here. Of course, no matter what arc, the moment Senjougahara appears back in, she's gotta be best girl, honestly. Well, we do have a little happy ending with Ononoki actually joining the Araragi family as their quote-unquote Tsukihi's doll. Tsukihi does not know that Ononoki is alive and that she can talk and stuff like that. So it's gotta be like a Toy Story kind of situation.
I can already imagine the shenanigans that ensue.
Yeah, from this point onwards, it's a little bit hectic when it comes to the Araragi household. I am glad
like it wasn't already.
Well, even more than it used to be, for sure. I am glad that Ononoki decided to stick around. I think Ononoki has to be around here because, well, she did say that it was like their plan to separate everybody, the quote-unquote director's plan. So that's why she decided to stick with Araragi instead. But now that we have her here, Araki will be able to rely on someone without having to use his vampire powers, right? When a situation arises. And he now has someone he can call upon like immediately. As long as Tsukihi's not there. And yes, there were a few other things, but I cannot talk about them.
Let me think real fast if there's anything else that I'm forgetting. If not, I think that's it.
Yeah.
They walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was going ham with the origamis.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think it's interesting that he took his sisters and Kanbaru.
Well, I mean, Kanbaru was there, so I guess he just took all of them.
He just was like, sure, might as well take you two.
No. Just buy two, get one free.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say that I can think of right now.
Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for this I did it again. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like. And also click on this playlist if you haven't seen any of our other Monogatari reactions. Until next time, guys. Later.
Bye bye.